Audible's romance collection has something to satisfy every side of you. When it comes to what kind of romance you're into, you don't have to choose just one. Fancy a dalliance with a duke, or maybe a steamy billionaire. You could find a book boyfriend in the city and another one tearing it up on the hockey field. And if nothing on this earth satisfies, you can always find love in another realm. Discover modern rom-coms from authors like Lily Chu and Ali Hazelwood, the latest romantasy series from Sarah J. Maas and Rebecca Yarros, plus Regency favorites like Bridgerton and Outlander. And of course, all the really steamy stuff. Your first great love story is free when you sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com/Wondery. That's audible.com/Wondery.
Wherever you go, whatever they get into, from chill time to everyday adventures, protect your dog from parasites with Credelio Quattro. For full safety information, side effects, and warnings, visit CredelioQuattroLabel.com. Consult your vet or call 1-888-545-5973. Ask your vet for Credelio Quattro and visit QuattroDog.com.
Welcome to Off Brand, the podcast that is very similar to On Brand, but it's just a little bit off. I'm John.
I'm Marissa.
Even that was a little bit off. Man, what a week. Here we are. We're back again, sitting across from my very good friend, Marissa Benden.
Hi, John Glauber. How's it going?
You know, that's one thing we never do. We never ask each other. That was a rule of our pod. It was a rule that Marissa put in place on day one. We never ask, how are you doing? We find that trite.
You know, you can say, how are you? But the answer cannot be good or okay.
Yeah.
It just has to go into something, because I feel like I'm just had too many podcasts I've listened to where it's like, how are you doing this week? You know, I'm good.
It's okay.
How are you doing? I'm also fine.
I went to Vaughn's grocery shop.
We got to come out the gate with this story. I've told you this story before, that right before we went on stage to do a live Doughboys show, Mitch was talking about how tired he was. And he said he was going to talk about it on stage, how tired he was. And I said, Mitch, you think Rod Stewart goes out to the sold out crowd at Madison Square Garden and says, hey, everybody, I'm a little tired tonight? No, you suck it up. You put on your boots. You go out there. You give them a damn good show. Okay?
They spent their hard-earned money to be here. They drove here. But him being tired is part of his brand.
Sure, but if you want to hear somebody who's like excited to be there.
Oh, hello everybody! I'm so tired.
How are you, St. Louis?
Hello, was that in St. Louis?
It was in Milwaukee and Detroit.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fun.
That'd be fun. I can't wait
to tour
until we tour. I want to tour so bad.
You want to do a meet and greet?
I want to meet. I want to greet. I want to sign.
You will be like outlasting the patrons at the meet and greet. Like, you'll be waiting around.
You're not leaving, are you?
Else.
You guys are. Wait, where are you go? Oh, you have work in the morning.
I'll drive you home. It's fine.
Yeah, I can take you. My pleasure. I like it. Well, should I start with a rant or a rant?
A rant or a rant? What's a rant?
I don't know.
Okay, start with a rant.
Well, the rant is Ben & Jerry's and the whole sadness around Ben & Jerry's.
Yeah.
As you definitely probably know by now, on Wednesday night of this week, Jerry has stepped away from Ben & Jerry's.
Was it Jerry or was it Ben?
It was Jerry.
Okay.
Because Ben posted it on his social media.
That's a rant for sure.
So that's a rant because it's like, okay, I did an episode on Ben & Jerry's. It's a celebrated brand.
Yep.
Been around forever. They were acquired by a giant company in 2000, I think. And I talk about
was
this.
Was it Unilever?
Unilever.
I always get that mixed up with Telemundo. For some reason, it seems like
they're both like giant.
It's like, what is it? Yeah.
Honestly, I forgot it was Unilever, so that's why I didn't say
Univision, is that something else?
Univision is something.
It sounds too big for my britches, personally.
Definitely too big for our britches. It's like, they probably have welcome to our summit, and then all their brands show up behind them, and they probably own everything.
Yeah,
like
for
Captain
sure.
Crunch
Yeah.
and whatever.
Captain Crunch,
It's like
etc.
the one thing they don't own. But Captain Crunch is what I put as my bar of, if you own Captain Crunch,
Let's just say,
you're good.
You're good.
You're good. Oops, all berries. So they were, acquired by them in 2000. And I talk about this in our episode. Part of that acquisition, they had put in a very strong clause that allowed them to have a separate board and to be able to continue their social causes in perpetuity. That was the only reason that they were okay with making that, because they know Unilever, no matter what you think about them, they're a large corporation, very easy for something to get gobbled up, new rules put in place. And they're like, nope, we have worked very hard to have this mission that we have.
One of a handful of mission-driven companies that we've spoken about.
And it couldn't be run by two better guys, just like these two now kind of like grandpa-y guys.
Yeah.
So that was very important.
It'd be like if Dr. Bronner's now had a QR code to download.
Go on. I'm waiting for this to unfold. Okay. You have Dr. Bronner's. They have a QR code that doesn't seem crazy.
Have a QR code. We get a lot of the Dr. Bronner's family on social media. It's like if Dr. Bronner's had a QR code for a free year of Hulu. That's what it would be. It's like,
I was like, what's she gonna say? In my head, it was gonna be whale oil, and I don't even know what that is. I was like, whale
for
oil.
a year's supply of whale oil and a year of Hulu. It's like,
Marissa,
we missed it. Yes, what?
I don't mean to sign. I
No,
completely
no.
forgot all about this.
Great.
So I was pulling out my engagement ring from Jeff in my
Sure,
fifth pocket. I
sure.
carry it in my fifth pocket so I don't lose it. Sometimes I have to stick it in there when I'm getting ready for the pod because I have to put gel in my hair and I don't want to get it all sticky. So
Okay.
I'll usually remember and I'll get it and I'll pull it out. When I just did that, I forgot that this week, and I'll tell you why in probably 2 weeks.
Okay.
I was at Glendale Galleria in the Lego store. Now, we've already done an episode on Lego, and that has nothing to do with what I'm going to tell you in 2 weeks.
Okay, why were you there?
Because I was walking past it
Okay.
to do I was finished the thing I was going to do. And
Buying Crocs, which is next door to the Lego store.
bought a pair of Crocs.
Great.
And so now whenever I go to the Lego store, I check the build your own parts to see if there's a better hair.
Is there updated hair?
So when I just got into my pocket, I remembered I shoplifted a new hair.
Perfect. And at a later date, you can swap out the bad hair.
Yeah, I'll give them the Betty White hair. Now, this
Oh.
is getting very close to my hair.
We're getting closer. It's blonde.
It's blonde, but shape-wise, it's got my little swoopy
has a
bangs.
swoop.
It's
Okay.
better than the Betty White
It is.
bouffant.
That's an improvement. How did you shoplift it? What's your strategy?
Well, this is so for this particular thing at Lego, it's just a bunch of bins of loose parts.
Sure.
And it's chaotic. And I just went in and I saw this. It's oh, perfect. And then I kind of just palm it. And then I'm looking around. And then I walk around the store and I'm like, is anyone watching me? I'm like,
you're kind of scanning employees for
a
gays?
little,
Okay.
but this is so small. I feel like I
Sure.
could stick it on my finger and be like, oh, I didn't even realize it was.
Oh, you could stick in your finger and then pick your nose and leave it in your nose.
Absolutely. I mean, that would definitely. I could do that. So if I had it on my pinky, it doesn't want to stay. And I could be like, oh, I don't feel well. And then I could just be like this. And then I'll be like, do you guys have the Starfighter set? And they're like, no. And I'm like, great, I'm going to head out
The
then.
perfect crime.
No, I'm worried it's going to get stuck. Oh my God. That would be so scary. My dad got a peanut. I already told that story. Stuck in his nose when he was little and it sprouted. Okay. All right. This was not the Womp. So Ben and Jerry. So they have, fought the good fight since 2000. That's 25 years. That's half the life of the company, under this other ownership, but they've stayed very involved and blah, blah, blah. Long story short, they started to feel like they were losing that power and had very recently asked so Unilever, and this is all very minimal research. So if I'm getting any of my facts wrong, you can yell at me, but I think this is pretty what has been happening. Unilever decided to break off all of their ice creams into its own division called Magnum. So that was going to be their ice cream department.
Yeah, that's an ice cream bar.
That's
company
their
also,
bar,
yeah.
and that's what they probably named it after. And Ben & Jerry's was going to be under that.
Okay.
And they're like, you know what? Just let us dip. Just let us leave.
Let's do our own thing.
Let us do our own thing.
We can handle it.
We got it.
Yeah.
You guys had a good run. And I guess they didn't want that to happen. And for whatever reason, whatever's going on behind the scenes, Jerry just felt like he no longer could fight the fight. And so he left. Like, I think I have part of...
Unilever is like, you put too much caramel in the core. And he's like, we're going to put as much caramel as we want.
It could be all caramel. It
It
doesn't
could be
matter.
a tub of caramel.
Mark. I know it's Mark.
It's definitely Mark.
So a little bit of what he wrote was, to the Ben & Jerry's community, it is with a broken heart that I've decided I can no longer, in good conscience, and after 47 years, remain an employee of Ben & Jerry's. I am resigning from the company Ben and I started back in 1978. This is one of the hardest, most painful decisions I've ever made. About more than just ice cream. It was a way to spread love and invite others into the fight for equality, justice, and a better world. Coming to the conclusion that this is no longer possible at Ben & Jerry's means I can no longer remain part of Ben & Jerry's. If I can't carry those values forward inside the company today, then I will carry them forward outside with all the love and conviction I can. With love, Jerry. And there was a lot more in between, but that was the beginning and the end. And so it's like, I can't even imagine, like, this has been his life. These were two college boys driving around, dreaming of opening a restaurant, pulling this off. This was a half of a century ago.
This has been his entire life.
His entire existence.
Life,
and now it's like taken over by this big company, and it just, I don't know. I can't imagine what he's feeling. I hope that something good. Someone was like, but it's good that now, like, he can wake up and he knows, like, what he's doing. But it's also like, but also something bad has happened. So, like, it's like something good has been taken out of the world, which is like the mission of Ben & Jerry's.
Yeah.
And now he doesn't, like, I feel bad when someone of that age has to, like, well, I guess I'll start over and fight a new fight. It's like,
Sure.
Like, you've already done it. And for it to be taken away, it just, I don't know. It's super sad.
Well, I hope how old is he now? Maybe he could just enjoy his retirement. I was hoping we could have a flavor with Ben & Jerry's someday on bran flavored.
On bran flakes.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a bran
flavored ice cream?
Ice cream with a raisin swirl.
Yeah. Great. Well, it will never be.
Will it never be. Speaking of hopefully meeting them someday, I was chatting with one of our listeners yesterday, Jessica Geisler Biseglia. And she is married to, her husband is a podcast producer. So I've talked to her before. And what's crazy about this whole connection with Jessica. So, I'm friends with Terry Hatcher. I'm also friends with her assistant, Jane. So one day I'm talking to Jane. And the pod comes up and she's like, my cousin's wife listens to your podcast and loves it. It turns out that's this Jessica.
Oh my God.
So I don't even know. I don't know if they've told me or how that, because I don't think Jane was like a regular listener at that point. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know that. I think Jessica found out on her own, but it was just so weird that there was even
funny.
that.
What a weird small world.
Weird small world. So anyway, Jessica's husband is a podcast producer. And he produced podcasts for Ben & Jerry's.
Oh, wow.
And she was telling me that they had to be on the mic for a few of them. And just like what characters they were. And she got to like sit in on it sometimes. And she was like, it was... oh my God, I choked. The fuck was that? I lost my voice.
Thought you were going to cry.
Storage unit strawberry.
Okay, yeah. Peep flavor.
Peep into the storage unit. Peeping into the storage unit. There's my spinoff.
Okay. Spinoff what?
Pod. I'm already working on the glove box. She was just saying that it was really cute watching them because they were kind of like, it's like watching like your parents or your grandparents like try to like navigate like technology.
Sure.
Like they just didn't really always know what was going on as far as that stuff goes. They clearly know what they have to say and what their mission is. But it was just kind of cute watching these old people not really understanding how FaceTime and stuff works. And that made me think of like the first time my dad ever sent me an email, it was just blank. It was just like, I opened it up and there's like nothing there. And then then the next email I get, it's like whatever, a couple of sentences. And he's like, I just want you to know, anytime you get an email from me, every sentence takes me like an hour. Like, because I think he can't see well, and he's just hunting and pecking like the things. And then that made me love every email even more.
That's really sweet because you knew it took a long time. You can do the math. You're like, okay, that was about a 4-hour email.
And then I would also get those emails from my dad. You used to get a lot of forwarded emails, a lot of like whatever, political things or like
chain mail.
That's the word I was trying to think of, chain mail. And by the time my dad would forward them to me, that email would be 700 feet long if you were to print it out. And it's like all the text starts to like go in a weird diagonal,
really
and it's like getting really
one
tiny.
letter
It's
per
one
line.
letter, and I'm just scrolling. It's like fucking Da Vinci's Code trying to figure out. And it's for something I know that I don't really care about. Or
if
it's
you
like,
do not send this to 10 people within a day. Yes.
or it's like some like, I don't know,
Say a
conspiracy
prayer,
theory. Yeah, say a prayer for this
Sure.
person.
That's really sweet.
So yeah, those are the emails I get.
My
from
mom used to send a lot of emails before texting, and then now she just lives so close that she just yells and I hear her. But even so, she still gets really rattled by like the phone ringing. Like if she's getting a phone call, she's like, what do I do? And she's like on her phone all day on like Facebook. But like for some reason, if it's a new like way to interact with it, like a FaceTime, she's like, what's happening? And like doesn't know what to push. And she gets a little startled and rattled. And she called me the other day, and I could tell she just like, even making a phone call feels like it's a little like dicey for her, making a phone call on the cell phone. Like, what do I push? What is it?
Yeah.
Is it on? Did it send? So she called, I answer it, and I see it's her because it's her name that pops up on the caller. And I go, hi. And she goes, hi, it's me, Tara. Her name, which I don't call her. What did she say? Hi, it's me, Mom. Like she was so nervous. And she said, hi, it's me, Tara. I'm like, I know. It's caller ID.
Yeah, I know, Mom.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Grown-ups, we're kids.
Now you're calling your mom a grown-up. She calls herself Tara.
And we're a couple of kids.
We're just a couple of little engaged kids.
That's right.
So this also had me thinking, like, I am not an ice cream freak unless it's half price at Whole Foods and then I buy 9 pints, which I still have.
Sure.
I know we have different convictions on where we will spend our money. I do think where you spend your money is a powerful way to make statements. Like, is Ben & Jerry's something that you would cross off your list because of this? Or
it's funny. I've been getting a lot more Ben & Jerry's lately, and
you're the
I feel
opposite.
like I feel like I'm comfortable taking a break from Ben & Jerry's. I don't know if it will be a forever thing, but yeah, there's so many other good ice creams out there. I have a Ninja Creamy now, so I can make my own damn ice cream.
What?
A Ninja Creamy.
How would I not know this? You're not even saving it for the pod. It just randomly came up because Jerry left Ben & Jerry's is the only reason I know that you have a new ice cream maker. How many times have you guys had ice cream?
I mean, honestly, this is what's kind of making ice cream at home. It's not the most convenient. It does require you make a base, and Ninja Creamy is like, the rules are so strict and so scary. You open the instructions and it's like in all caps. It's like, this is not a blender. Failure to follow the directions exactly will result in the unit, blah, blah, blah. So there's a lot of rules. You have to
How many
make
people
a base.
thought they had bought a blender?
It looks like a blender.
Oh.
It looks like it has like a spinny blade. So you have to like make a base that's totally flat and frozen solid and has sugar and fat in it. Otherwise, it will break it. And so I made like a coconut milk one. And but you can also take like a can of like frozen or a can of peaches or something and make like a sorbet. So I made like 3 things.
When will you make something that sounds good?
Well, what do you want?
Like a...
Ice cream?
Yeah.
Just regular ice cream?
Yeah.
Not canned peaches or
not
coconut
frozen.
milk?
I can throw peaches in my freezer.
It's not a blender, John.
Yeah, I got it.
Send me your Ninja Creamy recipes.
Yeah, send some new recipes so we can get something that's got some cream in it, for the love of God.
Are you going to be taking a break from Ben & Jerry's?
I don't really buy it, so it's not going to affect me. It's very easy for me not to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Same with like Chick-fil-A Chick-fil-A, which is still on my list because I haven't gotten an email from the gays saying I can go back. But I never got Chick-fil-A before that, so it's not. I never cared about it.
Sure.
We're getting a new one in the neighborhood, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Have not been to Target since January. I don't know. I go to Walmart and Amazon, though, because I know that they're bad.
There's people out there who's like, I'm going through a really tough time, and Ben and Jerry's is my favorite ice cream, and it makes me feel good to eat it. It's like, go ahead. Do what you can.
But I would still say, for ice cream, there's so many good ones. I also no longer have...
particular.
I don't have like a Ben and Jerry's go-to.
Oh, you don't?
For a very small time, they had like an oatmeal cookie one that I loved, but it's in the graveyard. They've come out with like a newer, different version of it, which I did not love as much.
Yeah.
So I don't care.
It's a lot of mix-ins.
All right, Pendleton. I don't have much on it. I didn't get a lot of stories from it. I do have a few things to talk about. What I found to be the most interesting thing about Pendleton was how many people had never heard of it.
Shocking to me. I'm like, are you like Al came by and I was working on the graphic and there was a bunch of pictures of Pendleton blankets. I was like, you've really never seen these? And he's like, no. And I don't want to say I judged him, but I'm like, do you not observe the world? Because I feel like I feel like an observant person. If I saw a Pendleton blanket, they're so unique and specific that I feel like that just went in the memory bank.
Well, I mean, I would normally say that until we just did Thursday's show, and
Sure.
I also had never heard of it. So,
it's
but
possible.
Pendleton
is a big brand.
I did a quick poll right before we recorded, and it looked like almost 100 people had contributed to the poll, and it was like 57 people had heard of it before the pod, and like 43% had not heard of it from before the pod.
So shocking.
I find that so shocking. And that's the responses I was getting from the Insta eggs. People were like, I had to Google it. I luckily made the Insta egg where it was solvable even if you hadn't heard it.
Sure, yeah, which is nice.
Which is nice because it's nice on me. Mm-hmm. But most people got it. But so many people are like, I'd never heard of it.
There's a Pendleton. Pendleton always has collabs with Costco for like a waterproof blanket. There's a lot of waterproof blankets that they have every year that come out like probably every summer with one of their kind of Native American inspired patterns. And it's like Pendleton brand. Maybe it's not a collab. Maybe it's just that they carry it there. But I'm always like, oh, Pendleton. To me, it's just like, it's everywhere. It's out there.
Yeah, it's just out there. And I'll throw in that really quick. Someone did say, there has been some flummoxing with some of the Native American tribes with Pendleton. It wasn't all peachy keen, which I know. And I just don't think that was really the case in the beginning. And I know that Pendleton got in trouble in the last, 20, 30 years saying that they were Native American blankets. They had to change the wording to what you just said, Native American inspired designs. So there's been some hazingas, but it wasn't anything that I thought was deep enough to go into for the show. So we also just did like our quick ask really quick before the show to see if anyone had any Pendleton stories. So a couple of these I'm just seeing for the first time. We had Ethan Doyle, who was talking about upcycled hats and anything wool and made in America he loved. They did a cool collab with Gap probably in 2011. I'm not sure if he means Pendleton. I don't totally. It's kind of a choppy written thing, but I think Ethan Dole is a big fan of Pendleton. Then we had Burrito and a Barks, one of my favorite names, said, oh no, I donated my giant king-size wool Pendleton blanket a few months ago. I could have sent it to you guys.
This is exactly what we're talking about.
This is why you never give anything away. Get a storage unit, put it in there. I will eventually do a show on it and want it. I will say it was so enormous and heavy, I was afraid to use it because how would I ever have washed it? It was also really itchy.
Sure.
It made my skin crawl. I will plug the Pendleton Costco fleeces. A lot of people were into the Costco fleeces.
Sure.
I have a dozen of them. So they'll take the lesser version of it, but the genuine wool one, they're like, bye.
Bye.
But that's all right. Next time you'll know. Maybe you get it back. Reach out to whoever you gave it to and see if you can get it back.
Do a dumpster dive.
What else? Oh, I had a couple other people who wrote yesterday. Annie Chansey said, oh my God, I'm so fucking excited for you guys to talk about Pendleton. My family has been loyal to them for generations.
The people who know Pendleton aren't just like, oh yeah, I've heard of that. They're like, oh, I definitely know it. I have strong feelings, a strong association. It's so like one or the other.
There was no one that was like, I think I've heard of it. Everyone was like, I've absolutely never heard of this, or my family only buys it.
That's crazy.
She said she's excited to break out her Pendleton flannel as soon as it gets cold
yeah.
outside.
Nice.
Blazenstein said, I used to be a buyer at a 100-year-old cowboy store, and I would go to the Portland headquarters of Pendleton to pick from the next season's collections.
Oh my gosh.
Can't wait to hear your take on their history.
Cowboy store.
So that, I mean, a 100-year-old cowboy store.
I love that. Take me there.
Well, I guess, yeah, I don't know what I'm about.
Blowing a cowboy?
I definitely wouldn't mind blowing a...
Have you ever blown a cowboy?
I mean, like...
In chaps.
In chaps and a hat.
And spurs.
He jumps off he took his horse, like he's tied his horse to my porch. Tie your horse to my porch.
There you go.
There you
That's
go.
Your album
That's my
cover.
red light district. Clip clop district. So the Insta egg was, like I said, I made it pretty easy. So if you didn't know the brand, you could still get it. I do a handful of different types of puzzles depending on what it is. So this was basically what I call an unscrambled puzzle. So I have the letters of Pendleton scrambled up, but it's the same kind of font. I capitalize the P, so you know that's the first letter, and you just have to unscramble it.
Sure,
and it was on a Pendleton label, so if you didn't know that, then you could just Google some of the key words like Oregon or 1863 or virgin wool, and you're going to get it.
Sure.
Okay, so a lot of people told me they had to Google it. You never have to feel bad about that. Google is a tool that you are allowed to use for Insta eggs, but I love that people feel guilty. Like I had to look this up. I'm like, no, you're good. You're allowed to.
Withhold my brand badge, for I employed Google to supply me with the answer.
No one has ever said, hold my badge. Everyone's like, can I just have the badge? People love the badge.
Your badge will be revoked for dishonor.
Okay, so then one listener, Diane Briscoe, and then Gordon in parentheses. I'm assuming that's her maiden or married name. Probably maiden if it's in parentheses, right?
Her old life.
Her old
cast
life.
aside.
Because she wants her high school lover to
be able to find
her. Because there's a lot of Dianes. It's Gordon. Remember me? We kissed under the bleachers. I'm Briscoe now. Be away with you. So she wrote, and this is my freaking favorite. So she wrote, and she decided to Google it. But what she Googled the actual scrambled letters.
Okay.
And then Oregon brand.
Okay.
And then Google writes back, did you mean ENDENOLA, Oregon brand? That is likely a misspelling of End of Life Choices Oregon, a nonprofit organization. The mission of this organization is to provide information and support to individuals regarding end-of-life options.
Oh, wow. These are your two paths. Either solve the Insta egg or call it a day.
Either get a blanket. He's either doing a brand on a wool blanket or how to die.
A chain of hospice companies in Oregon. Wow, that'll be like that'll be year 450, where we're like, yeah, this chain of 4 hospice companies with offering end-of-life services to the greater Portland area.
Yeah. Or it'll be like Halloween in like 8 years.
That's true.
Something gory and good and gory.
Macabre.
Something macabre. One thing I thought I'd share in my little portfolio, this is not something that made me cry, but this is something that brought me joy on the internet this week.
Great.
This is like when I see things like this, these are the things that I feel like the internet and TikTok were created for.
Okay.
So I have stumbled across a content creator, much like myself, whose screen name is Leaf Everyday.
Great.
He only has, I think, 8 videos posted so far.
Okay.
And they're already getting like, I think in the 50s to 100,000s of views.
Okay.
And this person is simply on a search for the crunchiest leaf. And all the videos is a shot of a leaf on the ground. You see his foot come into frame. He slowly steps on it. You hear the incredibly satisfying crunch.
Sure.
And then the rating pops up like 8.9 out of 10. And I cannot wait until we find the crunchiest leaf. So
I'm sure. I mean, we're mid-September. The leaves are just going to be getting crunchier.
Leaves are gonna be getting,
With each
but
passing
so like
day.
last night we had a little bit of rain, so you may be coming into Friday thinking I'm gonna get a crunchy today, and you're getting a softie.
You're
so
getting a squish.
you're gonna get a little bit of a squish.
Wow, that's really exciting. That's fun.
That's super exciting. So I also have another exciting thing for us to do today.
Okay.
So this is something that you tried and failed at miserably last week.
Oh God, it's a long list. What? Oh, wow. Collab. Sorry, Angel. Sorry, Jude.
No, this is only half of it. You're going to be responsible for getting the other half.
I'll get the other
but
half.
These are Oreo and Reese's, which is now old. This is like an 8-month-old, probably 3-month-old collab that we're finally getting to. This is what I understand is a permanent line.
Yes,
now.
this is not going anywhere.
This is not going anywhere. But so what I thought would be fun to do with this is there's a collab between Oreo and Reese's. They're both interchanging their products. So you got peanut butter Oreos and you got cookie
Whatever's,
Reese's.
yeah.
It's like mix them all together. So I have the Oreos here today. I am not expecting to be that excited. I do love Reese's peanut butter.
Same.
I'm
yeah.
hoping it is the exact.
That's what I'm wondering. Is it Reese's peanut butter filling, or is it that flavor mixed with Oreo filling?
Right, that's what I don't know. We're about to find out.
We'll find
But
out.
Before I pass these out, I thought I would look at the official press release.
Oh, I would love a press release.
Because I feel like we don't, as brand lovers, we don't get into press releases enough. Fun fact,
huge mistake for us.
I don't even know if we did it in the early shows, if it lasted, but in the very early shows, we had a device where every show we were going to start with the mission statement of the brand.
That's right.
And I don't remember if the first few episodes have that or not. I know we did it. I know we recorded it, so they probably do.
Yeah.
But with that, we taped off of that because it just, I don't know.
we started doing our intros instead.
They were all kind of, we started doing the intros, and they all were kind of like the same kind of
Generic,
weird
sure.
synergy stuff.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what these press releases are like.
Sure.
So with this press release, I was like, I'm going to go through it. I'm going to highlight red, anything that I will read that I think is stupid.
Okay.
I will highlight blue, anything I will read that I think is okay.
Okay.
And I'll leave black, anything I just don't care about reading.
Sounds good.
So this is mostly red. But,
Okay.
okay, first sentence, red out of the box. We've seen the comments and DMs. Fuck off.
Jesus.
You're not reading my
You're
fucking
not reading
DM.
my DMs.
Call hostess. Tell them to look at your fucking emails. So that was red. Okay, I love this blue. You've twisted, you've dipped, and you've combined the two flavors on social media. Okay,
I like that.
They've probably
Okay,
seen
yes.
that on TikTok.
Twisting, dipping. That's
Twisting,
fine.
sure.
Yes.
Red. The devoted brand fans have been asking for this flavor mashup. No one's
don't call it a
asking.
mashup.
No one's like, hey, Oreo, love it if you guys could. Like, I CC'd Reese's on this. I was hoping my bros could mash this shit up. No one's doing that.
Businessaffairs at Oreo.com. CC businessaffairs at Reese's.com.
Go ahead and do Cynthia at Reese's. I don't know where I got that email, but throw her in there just in
Throw her
case
in.
it's an actual
Throw her in
person.
there.
All right, then there's some I'm ignoring. Now we're back to red. Always committed to delivering bold, exciting snack experiences. Fuck you.
No,
snack
snack experiences?
Who's having a snack? Bro, check this out. We're about to have a snack experience.
This is like when I went on commercial auditions and you have to like bite something and go like,
Oh my God.
Like
it's
something
so
you
funny
never would
that you
do in your
mention that
entire
because I
life.
keep wanting to bring this up. My newest obsession is how actors have to hold sandwiches because they have to hold them like this.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh, wait,
their hands
nobody
have
has
to,
ever
like
held
no
a
one holds a
sandwich.
sandwich like this. And
wait,
then,
that makes me think, how do you hold a sandwich? How do you hold a sandwich?
how do you hold a? If this was a Jersey Mite,
Is it one hand?
well, now I can't hold a sandwich.
Is it?
How do you hold a?
How do you hold a sandwich? How do you hold a sandwich?
How do you? You pick.
Do you pick it up with both hands like this?
I don't feel. I don't know. Okay, we'll figure out how to hold sandwiches. All right, the whole paragraph 2 is red. This collaboration redefines what it means to be a snacking leader by tapping into exactly what our fans are asking for. At Oreo, we always strive to break into the cultural conversation with unexpected and delicious partnerships for fans. As a 110-plus-year-old brand, we're constantly looking for ways to disrupt the snacking market.
Their presence in the aisle, it feels disruptive. You've already disrupted the
grocery store. They get a fourth of an aisle at every grocery store. What better way to show our fans, the third time they've mentioned their fans in this one paragraph, what better way to show our fans we listen to their evolving snacking needs than to partner with Reese's brand to deliver the collab of their dreams?
No.
And then Reese's pipes in. At Reese's, we're obsessed with pushing the boundaries of what chocolate and peanut butter can be. I left that blue because I kind of do feel like they do. Because there's you can find that orange label on everything. Like
sure, that
a trail
is true.
mix, cereal, peanut butter. That didn't bother me.
I'm going to give Reese's credit for that contribution to this press relief. I feel like Reese's was and we are also pushing the boundaries of what we're doing with peanut butter.
Too. We're not as aggressive as you, Oreo, but we have our place. And then in red.
Do you think Reese is Reese Witherspoon?
No.
Oh.
I know that it's not.
Are you sure?
Yeah. We've done an episode on Hershey.
I don't know. It sounds like her voice.
No, absolutely it's not. It's like a guy named Reese. And then right after that, they go into red with, and our fans fuel that fire.
No, don't talk about fuel.
Don't talk about.
This isn't an energy drink.
No.
We don't have fire.
And then Dan Moonshine goes on to say, when we heard the incredible... Moonshine? M-O-H-N shine.
Okay, Moonshine.
Dan Moonshine.
Moonshine flavored Oreos?
How do you hold a sandwich?
I don't know.
When we heard the incredible demand for Reese's and Oreos mashup, we knew we had to make magic happen. This isn't just another product launch. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. It's exactly that.
It's two legendary brands. I left that blue because it is.
Legendary brand. That's
and then the rest is red. Create something absolutely unprecedented.
Unprecedented. Doesn't
It's
Oreo
a
have like a
cookie.
peanut butter Oreo?
Yes, they already have a peanut
this.
butter. It is precedented. It is pure precedent. That'll blow your minds and taste buds everywhere. So my mouth, my tongue is about to be gone.
Wow. This is a big lead up.
That's a big
We can only fall short.
I will
from
say,
here.
I appreciate.
I like the box.
This collab is in a box and not that weird pull the top off tab with the you've got to yank all those.
I wonder why. Why is it not in the bag? All the other collabs and promo weird little dingbat things they do are in the bag. Is there something about the peanut butter that it will not stay fresh or something in the bag?
I don't know. I love the branding of it. I love this.
Oh wait, it was a bag in a box.
There's a bag in a box.
That looks really cute actually.
They have their iconic colors, the orange and blue, the round for the Oreo, the round for the Reese's cup, the little ridges, the paper bumps. It's beautiful.
Is this the same parent company or is this truly Montague, Capulet, Romeo and Juliet, two different families?
I love that I'm looking on the box for Montague. It's Mandela's is one of those big food places. Yeah. I don't know if they own both of them or...
Because if they own both, it's a little less sexy. There's something kind of sexy about I don't know, the meeting. Where would they meet? They wouldn't meet at Reese's Corp. They wouldn't meet at Oreo Corp. They might find I don't know, maybe in the Bahamas they met to have a
They probably met internationally. It says Reese's trademark and trade dress and the Reese's orange color and crown design are used under license.
Okay.
So
they licensed it. Okay, great.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that it being a true separate entity.
And the Oreo on the box it's raised. The ridges are raised.
Ooh.
And so is the word Oreo. They've spent some money on this. And I got to say, this was on at Vons for $2.99.
That's a really good deal.
So I got lucky that they were on sale.
And still the cups are nowhere to be seen. They're hard to track down.
I saw some cardboard cutouts for the cups, but they didn't have the cups in them.
Yeah,
that's
those
on
are,
you.
For some reason, those are tricky to pin down.
You got to find the cups. Okay, it smells like an Oreo. I'm going to take it apart.
Wow, the frosting is more brown than I would thought. The frosting inside does not look like Reese's peanut butter. It's quite brown.
It's not Reese's. Well, it could be.
Is your mind
Shut up, my taste buds are exploding.
your mind blown?
This is unprecedented. I'm glad they finally listened to me, the fan. I can't believe I was able to fuel their fire.
Finally, my fire is fueled for the first time. I mean, it's good. It's fine. What do you think?
It has that it has more of the consistency of Reese's peanut butter than it does an Oreo cream.
Sure, but it's not that like, there's like a
Grainy.
grit to it. There's
Yeah.
a grit and a grain.
This is why we need both. I'll keep these. So when you get the cups,
Okay.
we need to do them side by
Do
side.
side by side.
Because I bet this has a little more Oreo DNA in it, and I bet the cups have a little more Reese's DNA.
Yeah, I'd be curious. I mean, maybe that's something we could kind of hack.
'Cause what
Take the Oreo lids and then just truly put Reese's peanut butter filling. I mean, if you got a pumpkin, you'd have enough filling.
You could just take apart a normal one. You can peel that chocolate skin off.
Yeah, I'm sure. And then fill it in there, sandwich that, see how
what
that comes out.
What I'm curious about with the cups is they have the top of the cup is white. So I don't know if that's just white chocolate or if that's supposed to taste like the
Like
cream
Oreo
of an
cream.
Oreo.
Yeah, they're really getting freaky with it.
It's a little
They're
freaky.
getting jiggy with it.
All I ate was the peanut butter, so I mean, I know what an Oreo tastes like. But we'll save these. We'll compare them. They're not bad.
Not bad.
They'd be really good with cow's milk. I
Milkman.
love dipping an Oreo into cow's
You
milk.
are a milkman.
Okay, so we'll wait for you to get those cups, and then we'll do a very thorough. It'll be like 4 months after the drop, and everyone will be like, "Yeah, we know. We've been eating these for the last 6 months."
Doughboys did it 2 years ago.
Oh my gosh, it's so humiliating. All right, well, I think it's that time where we get to learn what is on brand and off brand for each of us. So, Marissa, this week, what is on brand for you?
This is something I never thought I would say.
Oh boy.
What is on brand for me this week is being a frog mom.
Okay. Yeah, so just so you guys know what it's like to be me.
Uh-huh.
So we're all on a group text, and like they all live by each other. I live a mile away. They all talk all the time, and then I just get text. It's like I'll get a text of a tank with frogs. I'm like, I have no fucking idea what this means. And then
To
like,
me, that's kind of part of the fun is just to drop a picture of frogs on you and kind of see like, what the hell is going on over there? You must be thinking.
yeah. So I have to deduce. So I thought Al got frogs. Did you both get frogs?
So this is what happened. So there was conversation for my daughter, her 7th birthday is coming up. She really wanted pet fish. So I was able from another mom via this Facebook moms group, get a fish tank, and we were going to get a betta fish. They're like very easy, very low maintenance. So I bought the tank, I drove, I picked it up, I came, I washed it out. I was like all ready to go. We had an empty tank. And honestly, at that point, I was like, the kids are kind of fine with just the tank with water in their room. Like they like kind of satisfied it enough that I'm like, maybe we don't even need to get a fish. They like stopped asking about a fish. They were happy with just the tank.
Wait.
So I picked up this fish tank. We had it in the house, and I'm thinking like, well, maybe eventually we'll get betta fish. Apparently, they're very low maintenance. You get like one of them, and they're fine. They
You
don't.
can't get two. They'll eat each other.
You can't get two. They'll eat each other. You can maybe get a few shrimp. I'm like, that's fine. That feels like the amount of work that I'm willing to invite in my life. Alistair, through some circumstances,
Yeah.
111 Daily Pick.
Daily pick.
Alistair, through some circumstances, his coworker's landlord had some pets that needed a new home. They had a couple cats that Alistair's coworker is trying to find a home for. And then there was also a gigantic fish tank, like the kind that would be in like a restaurant, like that's like
Okay.
6 feet wide, and a little tank that had a bunch of guppies and some like little cleaner fish and 2 frogs. And it just felt too like fortuitous to like be saying we want fish, and then now I wasn't planning on frogs. I wasn't planning on more than just one little easy beta fish, which apparently like you just feed like once every 2 weeks. Now we have these frogs, we have these fish. One of the frogs has potentially fatal bloating.
What? How's it? I mean, I feel like I've been there. You just rest. Just lay down for like a day.
The water was so dirty when we inherited this tank that can cause a bacterial infection with frogs. It's called dropsy. If you have an African dwarf frog, you know about this. It's very common in, I guess it can be from
If you have an African
if you have
dwarf
an African
frog,
dwarf frog.
someone's at home like, oh my God, that's what it
why they're
is.
bloated, which,
Oh.
by the way, they're crazy. They breathe every 15 minutes. They come up for like a gulp of air. They go back down. They literally cannot survive on land. So this is not a frog that like, I'm like, the switch is already happened. Like this is a frog, cannot survive on land, yet breathes air. goes up for a gulp, goes back down. This poor guy, we call him Bloaty, and we're like,
I mean, that doesn't help. Call him like Muscles. He's like,
I feel
I'm
so bad
bloaty.
for him. He has the funniest little face and the funniest little smile, and he's probably going to pass soon, unfortunately. And like every day, like my 4-year-old is like, is Bloaty dead yet? And I'm like, no, Bloaty's still alive. And it's like, it's tough. Every day I tentatively check on them to make sure they're okay. But now I'm in a Facebook group for African dwarf frogs. I'm at Petco. I'm talking to people. I'm on Reddit. I'm like Googling it. I'm like finding the right water. Every day something new is coming for the tank to condition the water, to remineralize it, I have to clean the tank again like a couple days later because it has too much high nitrates. It's like become a whole thing. And you always say, you chose to have kids.
You chose to be a frog mom.
I chose to have frogs, and I'm finding myself in a little bit of a pickle. But I'm getting quite attached to them, and I don't know. Maybe it's because
I wouldn't get too attached to Muscles.
Bloaty. I don't know if it's because now I have 2 school-age children that I'm like lightly an empty nester, and that now I'm like the kids go off to school, and then I feel a lot of maternal attachment to these fish and these frogs. I find them very fun to watch, more than I ever thought I would. I'm really enjoying taking care of them and feeding them and watching them. And I would encourage, if you can't have a pet because of your apartment or your landlord or whatever, I think a tank of frogs and fish is really fun. And I would encourage you to explore it.
All right.
Because I never in a million years thought I would be into it. And now I'm quite into it.
That is fascinating. You're going to be a frog person. There are frog people out there. You're going to find all these. You're going to have little frog statues.
I think I
You're
am.
going to have a pond with a little fishing frog.
Yeah. They're really cute to watch. They're really fun. And the guppies are happy. Like when the water was dirty, they were like kind of swimming a little like lazily around the surface. And then we changed the water and the water's so fresh and clear now. And the guppies are like, I like Googled like guppies swimming erratically because I thought like something was wrong. But they were just happy. They were playing in the bubbles of the filter. They're dashing around, darting around. Like they're visibly enjoying their lives more. And I'll post a picture of Bloaty. I have so many pictures and videos of Bloaty on my phone. I went into Petco and I was like, my African dwarf frog has dropsy and he's very bloated. And then the lady goes, Petco, brand rant. She goes, oh yeah, this antibiotic, like they have it on the shelf. She goes, we're out of it now, but this one you can just order on Amazon. This will help to like fix it. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so happy because everything else I read, it's like, this frog is good. This is fatal. I look up this thing that she recommended. Do not give this to your frog. Not safe. We'll kill them. I'm like,
what?
You're supposed to be an expert.
That's
this
like
is Petco.
all that they're supposed to know.
This is Petco.
Didn't
they teach you this at
Pet? No.
They teach you this at Pet College.
Is that what the CO stands for?
It stands for college. You need 4 years.
Doesn't. Is that right next to the Culinary Institute in Italy for
Olive Garden?
Olive Garden.
That's right. Yeah.
I
So I'll
almost
keep
said Olive
everybody
Bell.
posted.
Oh my God, I think I'm dying.
Say a prayer for Bloaty.
Muscles.
Maybe by the next time we record, Bloaty will be in frog heaven. I hope not. I really, really want Bloaty to pull through.
If he dies, will you eat his legs?
Yes. Yes. What's on brand for you, John?
Well, I don't.
Do you also have pet frogs now? That would be a twist.
That would be. I have pet toads. we're rivals, the frog and toad community.
Born
No, mine
enemies.
is so much less interesting than yours.
What?
And I feel like it's the second time that Kelly Clarkson has been part of what I'm grateful for this week.
It's a lot that you
Or on
are grateful
brand
to
for.
Kelly Clarkson.
But I'm going to give Kelly Clarkson another shout out because what is on brand for me this week, which is already over, but you can stream in this world of streaming, it still lives.
Sure, things are eternal. They're evergreen.
She had a 4-part series called Songs and Stories on NBC. And I'm
Cute.
such a song guy.
Is this like a primetime
Yeah.
summer
Yeah.
something? Okay.
I'm like jealous of everybody, but for some reason not of Kelly. Like I'm
Oh.
like Kelly's cheerleader. Like she's got like
Wow.
a Wayfair furniture collection now.
And you see that and you're like, good for you, Kelly. Whereas
I'm
if that was anywhere, Jennifer Coolidge up there, you're like, you bitch.
Well, we're mad at Coolidge we're shunning her right now.
Well, I mean, like most celebrities, you get cast scorn upon.
Yeah,
sure.
I get jealous easily, but
but
not
not
with Kelly.
Okay.
So this show is basically like there's 4 episodes. There's one with my boys, the Jonas Brothers, the Joe Bros.
Love the Joe Bros.
Gloria Stefan, never cared that much about her. I know people love her, but I've always been a little like, who cares?
Okay.
Teddy Swims, sure, I like him when
Teddy
I hear him, but
Swims?
people love him. Country guy.
Okay.
And Lizzo, people are torn on her, but I love her. Ozempic
Sure.
looks pretty good. Her and Kelly probably kept Ozempic alive for a while because they both look great. And basically, it's just them sitting around talking about like a handful of their songs, telling the stories behind them, and then they like sing them together with Kelly. And Kelly can fucking crush absolutely any song on the planet and make it better than the artist. Like her Billie Eilish songs are off the charts. She's just...
It makes it look so easy. I'm still waiting until there's a surgery that makes you able to sing. That's what I want.
Hello.
Get in there.
Sharks.
Slice me open. Cinch up those vocal cords, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
I want to be able to belt out the national anthem.
I'm so jealous of people that can sing because it is a talent, but I do, and I know that you have to like practice it to hone it, but I think you have to have a certain amount of talent that you're born with.
Oh, and there's people who are literally, which is like, there seems like there's something like physiologically. That's what I mean. Like,
It's
how
like
do we get in there? There's
like I
something
feel like
in
if you
there.
have that, it's like your golden ticket to life. Like you
Yeah.
can just be a singer.
You've been touched by the angels.
So yeah, I just think it's a fun. I like hearing behind the scenes stories of how songs are written. I think I love music so much because I can't do it. So I'm really admire people that can, and I love hearing the process.
Like how you don't like gymnastics.
Right.
Because you can do it.
Because I can do it.
Exactly. You watch the Olympics, you see.
Why I don't like dance, because I can do it.
Yeah, sure.
But singing, I can't do. So I admire people that can.
Sure.
I hate gymnasts.
Shawn Johnson. Sure.
I don't hate gymnasts, but now that we're on the subject, I do watch it. I'm like, it all kind of looks the same to me. Like someone will do something and they'll be like, oh my God, did you see that? I'm like, yeah, they did the same thing the other 8 people did. They're like, no.
I have to be in the right mood for it. There's sometimes where I find it, I really feel uplifted by the amount of dedication and time, but then I'm also like, why? Why?
You're such a muscular little person. It's too much.
And then it's like you hurt your toe and then like the last 15 years have been a waste.
Cut to me this week buying a vintage like repro of Wheaties. Like
Why?
The cereal for like sportsmen.
Yeah, but why?
Because it's so cute.
Okay.
So I'm in it just for the cereal, but the cereal's around for like people that are exceptional in sports.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll have this with some sugar.
Who's on the cover?
I don't think anybody. I think it's just vintage graphics.
Okay.
Maybe that's what should have been on brand for me, but it wasn't. It was Kelly Clarkson. So, Marissa, we got to hurry up. Oh my God, we really do. What's off brand for you?
Copper theft. My street lights have been out.
God.
My entire street. I was riding my bike home after sun. We were visiting a friend, riding the bike home with the kids after dark. I'm like, why is it so freaking dark on my street? Literally, we have no street lights on all of the street where I live. And I look it up. Oh, they've been out for months. Copper theft. There's no punishment for copper thieves.
If you don't know what she's talking about, we live in LA and copper is apparently worth more than gold. So for years now.
Which, by the way, I looked it up. It's like, oh yeah, you bring in a copper pipe. It's like, yeah, you get like $80. It's like not even that profitable.
Much. But so we have copper wiring in a lot of our old historic lamps. And this happened to my friends in Sherman Oaks like 2 years ago. It's happened over here in our bridge. And people dress up like LA workers. And then no one questions them. And they cut out the lights, the copper and the lights, and take it. And then
you just don't have light.
We live by a bridge that's turning 100 years old like this year. And there's all these 100-year-old lamps on it. They've all had to been taken down because everyone was stealing the copper wire out of them. And then they put up just 3 ugly lamps. And it looks so depressing. And who's stealing copper?
There are literally schools, LAUSD, biggest school district. I don't know if it's bigger than New York, but it's up there. One of the biggest school districts in the country that literally they don't have air conditioners because thieves have gone in the night and stolen all the copper wiring from the school's air conditioning systems. And first graders are sweating their little asses off because there's no money to replace it.
So someone can have $80.
And someone can have $80. And you show up to a copper a recycling place with like a bunch of wire and they don't ask you where it came from. And so you're handed $200 and then an entire city is without light for 15 years.
Yeah, my neighborhood is dark.
It's too much.
It's dark.
I'm
and catalytic
sick of it.
converters. Just go find other ways. People used to collect cans and bottles.
Collect cans and bottles. I don't know. Clean up the city. They should just let anybody who wants to give them a job to clean up the city and just pay people $20 an hour to
pay
clean
them
up the city.
copper rates. Like put up signs. We pay copper rates.
We pay copper rates to cover up graffiti and to pick up trash and to trim weeds. Great. I'm running for mayor. I'm mayor
It is
of
the
LA.
shit frosting on this cake that we are currently being served, man. Because what is off-brand for me goes hand in hand with that this week when Jimmy Kimmel's got fired from his fucking show. And I feel like we're losing our freedom of speech. And it feels psychotic to me that there's not uproars in the street and like things just keep happening and I feel fucking helpless about it.
We cannot be bought. We will stay
cannot
on the
be
air.
bought. But we don't talk politics either, so we're not even part of the problem. But fuck it. It's making me really kind of fearful
It's very depressing,
and depressed and I can't believe what I am watching happen.
Sure.
And I am just trying to remain optimistic that it will right itself when you pull back from the big picture. But it is hard to see that when you're sitting in your dark neighborhood with no copper and all this shit keeps happening.
That's why you have your little fish tank, your
That's
little
why you have your
froggies.
fish tank.
You go over, you take a little frog time.
That's why you have a fake fiance.
You scrub your tank, you feed your frogs, you check on the bloat.
I hold a sandwich like this. I hold the back and the front.
You grab the ass and the tits.
Yeah. I got the tits in my right. I got 2 in the pink, 8 in the pink. That's how we got to run, you guys. We got to go do something. That's our show.
We gotta go do something.
That's off brand. What am I going to say? We got to go to the bank?
We gotta go to the bank.
We're going to the
sure.
bank. We've opened a joint bank account.
Alistair is our daddy, and he made an appointment at the bank.
We have
so
to
gotta go to the
figure
bank.
out our finances. Thank you
Sure.
guys for tuning in. We're going to have a very fun show for you on Thursday with a brand I had never heard of. Why did I push my mic away?
I don't know.
That's it, you guys. Happy Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, this is Marissa Pinson, host of On Brand with John and Marissa. Are you ready for a wild adventure? Come over to wildcasino.ag where the excitement never stops. Wildcasino.ag has all the top casino games. Wildcasino.ag delivers you the very best in virtual slots as well as a full selection of table games like blackjack and roulette, all your favorites. Join the excitement today and make your first deposit to receive 250 welcome free spins. Visit wildcasino.ag and unlock exclusive benefits, including our VIP rewards program. Step into the jungle at wildcasino.ag.
With so many options, why choose Arizona State University?
For me, the only online option was ASU because of the quality. Their faculty was really involved with their students and care about your personal journey. The dedication to my personal development from my professors, that's been extremely valuable to me.
Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Explore more than 350 plus undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.